So Stuttering John yesterday, I'm leaving work, and he says, he was stuttering like crazy, mumbling like.
Yeah.
And he's walking downstairs with me, and I'm going into my car. I have to talk to you about some stuff. You have some questions? Like that.
Yeah.
Questions? I got questions. And I was just like, what is your question? Ask me the question. I'll give you an answer. I go, what is your question?
He first said, ask me on...
He's like me in the morning. So he's... I'm like, what? Huh? Speak up.
Yeah.
Yeah, at first I said to him, well, if you have a question for me, why don't you ask me on the air?
Yeah, always try to get him away from you.
Yeah. Yeah, he goes, no, it's not that kind of question. You know, it's personal. And so I was like, well, okay. You want to ask me something? You want to waste time and have a conversation off the air? Fine. So the next thing I know, he's getting into my car with me.
Was he going to drive home with you, or were you supposed to sit there?
I don't know. I had a meeting to go to. I guess he knew it. He says, I'll drive with you, and then I'll get out. It's pouring rain. I go, no, I'll have the discussion with you tomorrow. I thought. But now he's in my car having a private discussion with me.
Well,
he shanghaied me, and it was just so embarrassing.
It's hard to get you anywhere, man.
Hey, dude, I'm here all the time. I'm back.
You know why it's hard to get him? Because he doesn't want to talk to you.
Right. Yeah. If Howard wanted to talk to you, he'd find a way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He makes time.
Double doesn't want to talk to you. You have to go, hey, can you talk? But it's really private.
Oh, it's the worst setup ever. It's like you basically walking up to somebody going, hey, you want to be all up in my life?
You're having lunch every day. You could get to me. You got to make an appointment.
I know.
No, but why not? Why don't you say, Howard, I want to talk to you?
All right, I'll make an appointment. I'm not the greatest at what's the proper etiquette or something.
Yeah, well,
I'm not the greatest. What? Whoa. Was that? I'm not the greatest at hand? Is that what he said? Hold on.
You could get to me. You got to make an appointment.
I know.
No, but why not? Why don't you say, Howard, I want to talk to you?
All right, I'll make an appointment. I'm not the greatest at what's the proper etiquette or something.
Yeah, well, you seem to find ways of doing things when they benefit you.
What do you mean? You
like to corner people at your convenience.
Yeah.
Is what he
in other words, that was pretty thought out. Because he was waiting around to walk me down.
No, I said to Tobin, I go in the office. She said, "Why don't you just wait and and talk to him on the way down?"
Yeah.
So he's scouting other people for information.
Right.
What do you think I should do? How do you think I should? Why don't you hang from the fucking walls like a ninja spider across both walls and just drop down on him?
Great, that was a good idea.
Well, so
this is the guy that's tracked down every celebrity on the planet.
Yeah, me.
Again, the only reason he tracked down those people is because he was told where to go and what time to be there.
Right. Somebody else doing the work.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I mean, the whole time I'm walking down, it's the same thing. As I get in my car, I got to talk to you personally. Got to talk to you.
Those people in the elevator, and
But he's always asking people around the office
what he should do.
What he should do.
Right.
Tobin told him to wait until you were getting into your car.
Well, Robin.
Yeah, maybe Tobin doesn't know. Well, maybe Tobin wouldn't know when I'm most annoyed by you. I tell Tobin I'm not really a fan of like walking down the steps after being asked favors from Stuttering John.
Well, I always walk you down, so I figured it's always our little moment together.
But anyway, but why were we walking down? You should have asked me.
I
said to him, okay, you can ask me something personal. Well, next thing I know, he's getting in the car, and it was like, well, I figured like tomorrow at work he'd ask me something personal.
Why is
him saying that though, that special moment that we have together, that is some weird, like, I want you to be my daddy. I'm a little too obsessed with you kind of thing. That's weird.
Yeah. There's no reason, they didn't get out every day at the exact same time. Obviously, John was waiting just so he could have that time, and it's forced intimacy.
I'm going to play devil's advocate. I'm going to play dirtbag advocate here, and I'm going to stick up for John. I'm going to say he was not doing that to be a schnurr.
Ooh.
He was just looking to get out of work at the same time Howard was.
Okay. All right. But you know what it's like when people reminisce about their mom or dad, they're like, at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, my mom would make me a hot cocoa and we'd sit together. And that would be our special moment together.
Yeah.
That's what it sounded like daddy. This is when daddy would we had our little time together and it would be special. Like, who the fuck, dude, anybody else, Gary having his special time with Howard or Fred or Jackie. That's to me, that's like a child's mentality.
Right, because all those other people would go to Gary, or they would go to whoever is the go-between from Howard and them, and they would say, hey, I need to talk to him. Is he available at this time? Or maybe even email him. I don't know what the deal was at that time, but there's proper channels to go through.
Yes.
Yeah. Or just ask me.
Well, I stutter so much, I feel I need at least 10 to 15
Yeah, well, anyway, ever since John got this record deal, it's always been based on his association with me. In other words, I'm thrilled he got the record deal. Atlantic Records, on their own, they didn't approach me. They approached John.
Right.
They said, we'd like to put out a record with you. Obviously, we think there's something there. We think your music is good. They heard a tape, I guess, and they got excited about it, and they want to release it.
So what does it have to do with you?
It should have nothing to do with me. But ever since John's getting the record deal, it's always been, the first time it was, would you write the liner notes for my record? Because that would be really...
What a giant pain in the ass. Oof. And then... Didn't he? Oh, yeah, that was the other thing. We learned that while he's with the Tonight Show, one of his songs, he has the Tonight Show theme in it.
Yes.
Here's Johnny. He's got Ed McMahon. He's got like a hip hop sample of Ed McMahon. Here's what a piece of shit song this is. Oof. But it got in my head that no matter where John's working, the side projects he sets up for himself always involve that job.
Right.
Always.
Damn straight.
Yeah.
Damn straight. Because he I don't know if he thinks of consciously knows that that's why he's getting these gigs, or if he just, is like, he's like, oh, I got to use these guys because I'd be nothing without the Howard Stern show. They wouldn't pick him out in Massapequa and go, hey man, you got the goods.
No.
Come on,
no way. It's calculated to the effect of him going, the Stern fans will hear it or want to buy it to read the liner notes from Howard. Tonight Show fans will like the song because the Tonight Show theme's in it.
Yeah. When I promote it, I'll mention that.
Right.
The fact that he mentions he was on the Tonight Show is such a moot point for his celebrity, because nobody remembers him at all from the Tonight Show. Whether or not he worked there for 15 years, everybody remembers him from Howard Stern.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, thanks for watching that clip. We got a bunch more stuff from a bunch of different other shows. So if you want to support us, you want to be a part of what's happening here, subscribe, notify, and get yourself a membership. 2 levels, $5, $10. We got more bonus shows than we know what to do with. So help us out. Get in here.